There we go.
That was the video.
It's alive!
Live from all over the country, it's Saturday Evening with Gavin.
Yeah, don't copyright it.
Country, is that spelled C-U-N-T? Hey.
It can be for you.
So parody is protected speech.
Yes.
Anybody have
For now.
Good week? How was everybody's week?
Mine was
Snowy.
I've had better.
Very good.
Mine was good.
Well, it started out wonderfully. I'm sorry.
Good.
Well,
Dietary challenged.
we might as well acknowledge the giant elephant in the room.
Your ass?
Scott the Tater. Oh.
Oh.
Wow.
Put your pants back on.
We have local fans for each of the.
We have local what?
We have local people from each of the Super Bowl teams.
Oh.
Well, since we're going there.
Who's getting passed around?
Congratulations to both of you. There are no winners in.
Did I or did I not tell you I have a terrible track record in picking the Super Bowl teams?
Who did you pick, Gavin?
The Falcons.
Based on color, of course.
Yeah.
I'm talking about color of
The
uniform.
funny thing is, if I had gone by my usual formula, I would actually have picked the right team this year.
What's your normal formula?
Whichever team has the hotter quarterback.
All right.
You betcha, baby.
There you go. You got a good point.
It worked up until there was one year.
As much
I
of
don't remember which year it was, but the team with the not as hot quarterback actually won.
As
So it wasn't last year.
As much of a dick as he is hot.
Whoa. Why is he a dick?
I just said that to be dick.
Why is he a dick? He is the sweetest man.
I know. I'm just kidding. I don't know him personally.
What's his name again?
Tom Brady. Oh, heart palpitations.
Yeah, I know. Like so what happens with that picture? You put it up over the door next to Jesus and between Jesus and Kennedy?
There's a picture of Tom Brady hanging in my living room. Yes.
It
was there before the Super Bowl.
Is it between
Spank bang.
John F. Kennedy?
Not Kennedy.
It's between it's between our two easy chairs.
All right, I just want to note. I just want to sort of acknowledge two things. Number one, I'm not taking any of this bait, and number two, Scott the Tater, why the fuck are you wearing a mask?
Because they want to be like DJ Starsage.
Or a Mexican wrestler?
You look like.
Do you know what my Mexican wrestling name would be?
What?
A
El
whole lot of enchilada. I'm just giving you props.
Oh, Scotty's in the chat room.
Who?
He is burrito.
Oh,
Scotty.
Oh my god, he came with a lot of props.
Oh my god.
Oh Jesus
I
Christ!
do not want to know why you have that.
Now it's Iron. It's Iron Lady.
Jim, get your gas mask out.
Holy crap! I didn't know we were supposed to bring props. Give me a minute.
Why do you have that, Steve?
Tater.
Yes.
My God, you're his fourth fucking. Oh, that's crazy.
Just to remember, the ball gag doesn't work with podcasting.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I don't wear the gimp mask. Not at all.
For him, it would.
Be just like one of
You
my
have the
regular
puppy
shows.
dog tail. You have the puppy dog tail inserted.
Are you Roseanne Barr?
Right?
I'm sorry, Jim. Would you talk so I can see what's on your head? What?
It's his tribute to Gravitas.
Yes, walk this way.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
Oh my God! What the hell is going on?
Where's your Viking cap, Jim?
Right here.
There we
I
go.
got my ball gag.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh, it's gross.
Good God, I totally came
Apparently
unprepared. I gotta go to the
So
wardrobe
weird.
closet. I'll be back.
oh,
Playing dress up.
oh!
Hey, we have Pussy on the show.
Okay, I think George is taking the Falcons' loss a little hard, so let's lay off the football thing.
You're the only one bringing it up.
No, he was getting props.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Nothing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Did anybody catch the Lady Gaga concert this week?
Never heard of her.
Loved it.
Yeah, I heard there was a football game during it.
Stop it.
That halftime
Honestly,
show was amazing.
I watched it in replay. It took me a day or two, but I need to watch it again because I'm a sucker for all that shit, and I was completely underwhelmed. I mean, like I couldn't compare that to Madonna or Beyonce at all. But I need to watch it again to see if I'm just bitter from the actual game itself.
You weren't impressed by her jumping off the roof.
No, it came across as really Mickey Mouse. It came across as really, and I'm generally wrong on all my first takes on Lady Gaga, but
her jumping off the roof was not that graceful.
it made for some good memes. I will say that.
Yeah, it looked like one of those cat videos
Wow.
where they miss.
Yeah. It was. Yeah, it was not very good. Where's Toppy?
Is he around? He's
I'll
doing
tell you though, I was in a very foul mood when I watched that halftime show, and I really liked the halftime show.
I thought it was good. I mean, I woke up for that and then went back to sleep. So
I'll watch it again, but I would encourage you guys to go watch the video of either Madonna or Beyonce's halftime show because this, I mean, like she should have been. I'm not counting last year's show with the whole Coldplay and Beyonce and what's his name, the cute Hispanic kid. Bruno Mars. Yeah. I mean, I love that, but that's not those that can't be compared to either Madonna or Beyonce. Like if it's a single person and it's supposed to be the best of their hits and you've got the full array of technology at your beckon, she should have delivered a fucking powerhouse. And I didn't see a powerhouse. I'm sorry. I'll watch it again.
Yeah.
I didn't see a
Fair
powerhouse.
enough.
I find her costumes kind of ridiculous.
Yeah.
I don't know what that's horrible to say, but
Well, she didn't go for the outrageous costumes this time. She really, her whole point of doing the show, according to her, was she wanted to do something that it was more the subtlety of the inclusion and the, we're all in this together kind of attitude. She wasn't going for the outrage this time.
yeah.
That she's normally.
Yeah, she didn't deliver on any of that, though. I mean, the togetherness was far more evident at the end of last year's, the very end of the halftime show last year with all three of Coldplay, Beyonce, and Bruno Mars. We're gonna get it together yet. That whole bit was amazing. I didn't
to an extent, but that one bit, I forget which show was, which part of it was basically just say, well, this is so anti-cop. Fox News was all over it saying how anti-cop it was and how, they stopped short of saying uppity black person. But that was basically the
You got a whole room full of people.
Whereas this year,
Who most
she was trying not to have that. She really was trying to do a show
Yes, we
that
got it. Yeah.
people would actually have to nitpick, find something to be offended
We're
about.
looking at a room full of people that more than likely 99% of us don't watch Fox News. So
I'm thinking of getting my asshole bleached. Is anybody interested in watching it?
There we go. I like this turn in conversation.
Can they do that twice in 1 year?
Oh,
Asshole bleaching? I don't know.
I don't understand the logic in that. It's not like you're looking at it while you're doing it.
it depends on your view, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do unto others.
Well, yeah.
Hi, Jay.
Jay.
I think porn stars do it because it tends to look better on camera.
Nothing worse than looking at the Target logo.
Well, there's an idea.
Brown Target logo.
And go for the brand it works. That always works.
That's
Jay, you need to be wearing a prop tonight. Some hat or mask.
Okay. Give me a second.
And tonight's theme is jock straps.
Oh, yeah.
Which has nothing to do with what people are wearing actually on the show.
Right? What is with this?
I'm reminded of Weird Science. Why are we wearing this on our heads? Ceremonial.
For your mask.
Right.
We want that mystique about us.
That's my nasty pig underwear.
I'm gonna have to get me one of those Chewbacca masks.
I was gonna say, what is that? Your CPAP?
Is that better for you, George?
No, that's lovely. I love that. Can you put it where it belongs, though?
What does that smell like?
It smells like
Pine
detergent, unfortunately.
Like cat. Like pussy.
Smells like that.
Who said pine sol?
Oh,
Gold Bond.
Gold
Gold Bond powder.
Too soon.
Icy hot.
This is
Icy
a
hot.
medium. Obviously, this was my ex's. You left it behind.
icy hot.
Oh wait, Jay has a mask now. Jay, speak.
Hello.
There you go.
Wait a minute. That's not real. Come on.
Icy hot.
That's the Google effect that goes away on April 17th.
Is that another one that's going away?
Womp womp.
Oh,
Google effects are going away, right?
all of them.
Google, you can take our effects, but you cannot take our mask and shit.
Not around.
Oh, they're getting rid of the sounds too.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Ed Chan has joined. Ed. The theme tonight is jock straps. That's right. The theme tonight is jock straps.
Or as some of us heard it, jock trap.
Somebody go for it.
Oh no.
Gavin, your show has been hijacked. Just want you to know.
I'm used to it. If it's not Big Fatty, it's Seder or.
Well, people were talking about needing another Archer gangbang, and that's basically what we always did to his show. So there you go.
So how much snow? Who got snow this week?
I did.
Thankfully, we didn't.
We probably
I
got.
don't understand this snow concept thing.
We probably got about 14 inches.
Did you really?
Yeah, we got another 1.5 feet coming tomorrow into Monday.
Whoa.
Oh.
Yeah, it's another big storm coming our way.
We only got 3.
Is that the nor'easter that's supposed to be hitting New England?
No, we got the northeaster this past week. This other storm's coming south. It's flowing south out of Maine. Yeah, it's weird. It's wicked weird. We're supposed to be headed to Fort Lauderdale on Wednesday.
Have we named a winter storm Betsy yet?
No.
Too soon.
Oh, I get it.
Hurtful.
Wow.
To who?
I don't know.
Anyway, that's good.
Ooh, this is a pretty.
We got snow. It looked worse than it actually was. But
Oh god, yeah.
Like
It
12
didn't stick to the streets here.
Yeah,
It was very light. It was very light and fluffy. So
it started about 6 in the morning, and then by lunchtime the streets were dry and clear. And it was.
Ooh, hot tub. That one's adorable.
Mm-hmm. I know, right?
First, you talk about football, now snow. Can we get on a subject I know something about?
You know, you're opening a Pandora's box there, buddy.
Right?
Okay, explain each mask and why you.
Tell us about your burrito.
That's not necessary.
Maybe.
Are we talking?
Okay, Hot Tub, good choice on the porn twice in a row there.
Oh, look!
Ed Chan, very nice, Ed Chan.
Way to go, Ed Chan.
You see, Hot Cubs was pretty hot there too, I must say.
Oh my God! Yes, I am.
Mhm.
That's a dirty jock. I wish they would wash them.
That's an nice old fashioned.
Yeah.
What the lace?
Yeah.
You want like gay?
I bet it stinks.
In a good way or a bad way?
Oh well, you know, it's never good. Oh,
Hello.
Let me help you off with that jock strap. He said with his teeth.
They have some nice ones at the new Eagle Leather store in Baltimore.
Hey, it's Seder.
All right, let's.
Oh, real
So
quick.
I didn't realize that like high vis, I guess is what they call it in England, but like construction worker shit was such a construction worker drag was such a thing now. Like the people wear.
Oh, really?
Leather. Yeah, we saw there was a whole section of construction type stuff at the leather store at the Eagle, and they had a
like
harness.
jackets
Yeah,
and
like
things like that.
the reflective stuff. Yeah,
Well,
they had a harness made out of the material, and it wasn't even leather, and it was $300.
Yeesh.
Jesus.
Yeah, you expect decent quality leather for that price, not like whatever the hell it's made out of, nylon or whatever.
Home Depot.
Crazy. Yeah.
You also have to remember we're getting older.
They go to Home Depot. They buy it for like $29. Take
Yeah.
it back
For
to
that much money, Jay, I should hope they were giving out free samples.
I know, right?
We're getting older, though. Our tastes aren't going to change as fast as the children.
Well, I think the stuff looks okay. I mean, I understand it. It's just that I thought the prices were crazy. Excuse me.
I think fetish wear has always been very expensive.
Yeah.
About that it was that much. I mean, was it
I have
like?
no,
It was
Okay.
reflective.
no clue.
Was it? You said it was a harness.
Yeah, now the place wasn't cheap to begin with, so I mean, some of it's markup, but ooh,
We saw some leather gear at a Goodwill a while back, and we're kicking ourselves from not picking it up.
oh yeah,
Where was it?
Hey, Chan, that's okay. You can post that picture as much as you want.
It was at Goodwill, Gavin.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Good stuff. Was it barn?
I think you're lying.
No, it looked like it was custom made. I wish I'd picked it up, but we were both kind of skeeved out for a moment.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe there's a lot Armor All will do.
I've learned.
Well, you just buy it and then you call Big Fatty and ask how do you clean your leather.
Yeah. Right.
You know, the
pretty so-so.
best way to clean your leather is with Fantastic, and then you vegetable Crisco actually. A
No.
little bit of Crisco rubbed into it.
Oh yeah, that's.
I prefer a sub's tongue.
Do they make bacon flavored Crisco yet?
No, but they make butter flavored.
Oh.
It's just like slept at Paula Dean's house.
Yeah, you know what? You mix
Exactly.
a little olive oil in it, and everybody thinks you've been mixing cookie dough in your asshole.
Is that your performing name, Cookie Dough?
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for cookie dough.
Yeah.
Ba-dum.
Bingo.
Trademark.
Now with more chocolate chips.
Oh,
Oh.
you nasty.
Big old queen.
A little bit of jewelry.
Oh, we got some porn going on here. Oh, he's presenting.
Scotty Battler would like to know if he missed anything.
Really?
Just the boat.
Did he watch the Superb Owl?
Have you ever listened to this show before?
Would everybody that's being our Big Fatty's #1 listener?
Nessa.
Do you know Nessa?
What?
No.
Nessa won
Yes.
Big Fatty's #1 listener.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That was wonderful.
It's
Okay,
rigged.
why do guys never look like that in any Burger King that I've been to?
Because they're eating the.
You haven't come to Boston.
Oh my God!
He's at Burger King.
Buns.
Oh my God.
Look at those buns.
Wow.
Mm,
Hubba, hubba. I think the Board of Health would have an issue with this.
Yeah.
he's better than those two bears that do that one commercial. Oof.
Oh my God! All right.
Nobody wears that to Hungry Jack's here. Okay.
Okay.
Nobody
Real,
wears that.
Hungry Jack's is Burger King in Australia.
Okay.
Oh my! Look at that nice red one. Ooh, ga-dong.
Twang.
real quick before the show gets away from you.
Wow.
Okay, I have to wait for the last one.
Gotta get that.
Today, as everybody probably already knows, it's Kyle and Hawaii's birthday.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And on Tuesday, it's Valentine's Day. And on Wednesday, it's Jimmy Bear's husband Steve's birthday.
Oh.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Happy birthday, Steve.
And it's also Veritable Virgo's mother's birthday and Zackaby's birthday. If you remember Zackaby.
mhm.
Does anybody remember him?
Is he the one that ran for president? Mike Zackaby?
No. Anyway. And on what the fuck day is that? Friday. It's Mr. Z's birthday.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Had M's boyfriend or husband. Are they husbands yet?
I don't. Is gay marriage legal in where they live?
I don't know. I
Hungry?
don't really know.
I'm guessing it's not. If I had to guess.
I want a version of the birthday song sung by Jimmy Bear's husband.
Me too.
You drunk?
Yes, especially drunk. That would make it even better.
That would be hilarious.
In his G-string.
Especially the G-string part.
Video podcast.
A silver one like on Geraldo in the 80s.
There you go.
No.
It's making the annoying insect noises.
Yeah, where's the fucking Velociraptor coming from?
I know.
No, that's not what we're talking about.
I got it. Yeah. Now they stopped doing it. Right? That's DJ. That's Jim.
That noise is coming from me?
Oh, Jimmy Bear.
What did you have for dinner?
Jim, why are you bubbling? We had dumpling soup for breakfast for dinner. Oh my god, that sounded loud, didn't it?
What is it? What are you doing?
I just put my cigarette pack down. All right. Anyway, we have warm weather coming in next week, so I'm excited about that.
Yeah,
It wasn't too bad today.
Next weekend's supposed to be in the 60s.
Who's doing that goddamn noise?
I'm looking for who has a silly smile on their face.
I know. I'm guessing it's Jimmy.
Yeah, it is Jimmy Bear.
Oh, that's him talking.
Or trying to.
Yeah, you're right. It is him talking.
Yeah, Jimmy Bear, you sound like a velociraptor.
Oh, no. Go on this card.
We
Be
can
a button person. No.
Unplug and plug back in your microphone or your headset.
Speed it up thing is always the one I hear, but that's a new one for me.
Take it out and put it back in.
That's hot.
Ooh. And pictures, please.
Is it in my French maid outfit?
It's got to be are you using the microphone in your laptop? So you can't unplug it then. Is my
Say something, Bear.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah, you're better.
You can hear me now.
Yeah, you were sounding like little clicks.
Yeah, you couldn't make you out at all. There was no English, no English involved at all.
Oh,
Yeah, you
expensive
sound more like a
phone.
bear than a velociraptor.
What?
I say sounds more like a bear than a velociraptor.
Aw,
Sounds like Yoda.
Yoda.
I was thinking Chewbacca.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of like that.
Yeah.
Hey,
Is that what it sounded like on the first date?
hey-o.
Only when you're lucky.
All right, stop it.
That was nearly a spit take.
Oh,
I only do swallow takes.
Oh, nice kid.
Yeah, but when you're taking a drink of something right when someone says something funny, it's kind of like, high monitor.
The last
Let
one.
me know when somebody says something funny.
The last picture Ed Chan posted, I've seen that 100 times, and I never get tired of seeing it.
The guy in the lawnmower?
The guy drinking a beer?
Yeah.
Oh.
David, I guess you just got to be glad it was cranberry juice.
Now what?
I said, be glad it wasn't cranberry juice. That would have burned.
Oh, it's worse. It was Tang.
Put Tang?
Do they still make that?
Tang?
They still make Tang, yes.
Wow.
It's right next to the Moxie.
That's like Yoo-hoo.
Yeah. Actually, still get. Well, I'll show you.
Tang.
Ooh.
It's next to the Zyrex.
You can
Innocent.
see it.
Remember Zyrex?
Damn, who is that?
No.
No, what is it? What is? Oh, okay. They put a new container out.
Oh, FoxSports.com.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. It's got the little.
You guys don't
measuring
watch
cup
Fox.
instead.
Is it good with vodka?
I don't have any vodka to try that
Oh,
out,
look
so
at that guy. Ooh, hubba, hubba.
I'll have to get back to you on that one.
Haunty.
Y'all's?
That was good.
I want to know who the guy, the last one Ed Chan posted. Who is that man? He's obviously a sports person.
Yeah, I'd like to know who that is too. That's a nice ass.
Does anybody?
Great ass.
When you're buying a jock,
Yes.
all right. I mean, how many people, like the size of your shorts and the size of your jock, are they the same?
Underwear
Discuss.
and jock should be the same.
Yes.
It has to deal with waistband, right?
Yeah.
This is a question for Turniphead.
And you actually,
There
I
we
always
go.
buy it one size smaller, so that way I know it's going to be snug and hold up my junk.
We need Turnip Head here.
Well, I don't have that problem, so.
Oh, that's a filthy jock.
Oh.
Hot Cup just put on there.
Yeah.
That one's stained.
But say
He's a bad boy.
You're dirty.
Filthy.
Yeah, but he's gingerish, so that makes up for any of that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
They stink.
Yeah. Brown chicken, brown cow.
Ew.
Who stinks, Jim? Gingers?
Am I looking at the same picture twice?
Probably, knowing you.
Yeah. I don't have my glasses on. I haven't worn them in weeks.
I'm going to need to leave early tonight with all these jockstrap pictures, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Hey, Scott the Tater.
Yeah.
Our Bruins coach got fired this week.
He sure as the hell did.
Claude Julien.
Yeah, and then the Sharks came in and the Bruins whooped our ass trying to impress the new coach.
What's up with that?
That's common whenever a team plays really well for about 2 weeks after they get a new coach.
Yeah.
Huh.
This sports talk brought to you by Jockstraps.
I was going to say, I still hear the Velociraptor talking.
Do you really?
Oh, no, I heard.
Well, might as well be.
Well played. Now we must be inclusive.
This way, hey. It's men in tight pants with nice asses.
Ooh,
That's all you need to know.
That's
about
fine for a
sports.
visual, but
That's the best part about.
talking about it is the boring part.
That's the best part about sports ball.
Right.
Looking at the.
Which is funny because I don't normally get into football, but I was like on the edge of my seat during the Super Bowl this year. And I'm like, I could care less about football.
Hunt Cup.
Hunt Cup, is that Chud?
I threw that in there just to see if people were actually looking at the stuff I was putting out.
Yeah.
No, it's from the Fun House. Toby Hooper's the Fun House.
Oh, Fun House, that's right.
I need a
Ed
clip.
Chan,
Hey, precious.
wow.
Oh my!
That's a really hot ass, Ed Chan. Thank you.
George, I think I need a clip from Steel Magnolias. Nobody gives a care about that grape shit.
Pretty much.
Oh. Thank you for the input. George, how are you doing over there?
What?
Lovely.
Lovely. Are you?
It's like that time of year where everybody's kind of like just waiting for spring to come.
Yeah. Anybody catch the eclipse last night?
No.
No. I didn't even see it on Facebook.
I think I saw either Mars or Venus when I was coming out of the gym. It was off on the horizon, and it was pretty bright.
Sure, it wasn't like the light over the sewage treatment plant.
Hanko's being rather gory this evening.
Yeah, I'm done. I just
No, go ahead.
threw that on there as well.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It's pretty funny, though, if you think about it. Especially seeing the head flying out the bus window.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, there we go.
Mine isn't
That's the
moving.
kind of head flying I like to see.
Oh, Ed Chan. That boy in the bottom looks like he's being taken advantage of.
I love that.
The boy on the top kind of looks like, oh crap,
Wouldn't you let?
wrestler
I mean, wouldn't
John
you
Cena.
do it? Tumble him.
What was that, Jim?
Jimmy.
Look at the left side of the picture. It says tumble him.
Hey, can I change the subject?
Yes.
What's going on with Pride 48?
What do you
Pride
mean?
what?
Exactly. What's going on with Pride 48?
The dissolution of Pride 48? The
Well, are we
implosion of Pride 48?
Are we talking about the expo or just the organization?
Yeah, it's just a general open question. What's going on with Pride 48?
Oh, does anybody know? Or
As far as I know, the stream is staying available and nothing.
Yeah. I mean, I guess podcast cycle, like right now we're in a spot where a lot of people are dropping, but I'm sure new ones will start popping up.
Yeah.
If you take a look at it, though, I think that we may have gotten as many new as we lost. So we're staying afloat. Eventually the Brady Bunch got canceled and something else came along.
Right.
Scotty Battler in the chat room. No, I'm not really opening up a can of worms. I have been out of the loop. I'm just curious about what's going on.
No.
I mean,
As far as I know,
Daniel has left the group and moving to Atlanta, and I'm just curious about what that means. About
all he did was stop podcasting on DI Plus. Like, I don't
Is
know.
there any talk about a Pride 48 convention?
It's like totally abandoned the whole thing.
I haven't heard anything.
I asked about it, and I was told that the last time there was one this far in the year, they'd already announced it. Like it was already announced after the last one.
Oh yeah, it would have. It ain't happening this year, that's for sure.
is there going to be possibly a what's the name of this fucking show again?
Poke it with a stick.
Poke It with a Stick men's retreat this summer.
Well, now that sounds interesting.
Like maybe a hot
Does
dog.
it involve a hot dog down a hallway?
Like at the woods or something?
No, hot dog down the hallway.
Oh.
I think if we all got together and just like went down to Georgia.
The devil went down to Georgia.
Well,
He was looking for a soul to steal.
That's right.
And he will find a
Impressionable young man.
He will find a challenge in us. So.
A young man doesn't have to find a impression.
What would you call the Pokin It stick get together? The Grand Cotillion?
Well, okay. Let me explain something to you. My name on things. If you want to call this anything that has to do with this podcast, you're dealing with the situation. I'm not organizing anything. Okay, just so you know. So don't volunteer me for things.
Mommy and Daddy, stop fighting.
We're not. I just don't want him volunteering me for anything.
So George, I suggested that maybe if people get tired of going to Vegas, that maybe they should do like regional things. Maybe.
Just so you know, that's not at all what I'm asking. I've touched that third rail before. I'm not going to touch that rail again.
I hear you, George. I hear you.
There is a third rail. Everybody seems to think like something's imploding or something. It's just
I didn't mean to.
One guy left
Yeah, I didn't mean to volunteer it.
No, I don't think it is. I think,
I would love a get together.
What was that?
I would love a get together somewhere.
Yeah.
I think
Ed Chance right. He says in the meantime there's gay days. That's kind of how things.
Gavin, the source of my question is not just simply that he's leaving dubious intent. He's one half of what is undeniably the backbone of the technical operations, and my understanding is he's leaving that too. So I think it's a fair question.
Oh,
okay. Well, I didn't know anything about that. So,
and that was my assumption too, George. And I don't know that I have an official answer, but I seem to remember, assuming that and saying that. And I was told that he's just leaving dubious intent and that he was still going to somehow be involved with Pride 48. I don't know in what capacity.
Oh, okay. What's the other half?
Adam Burns.
Oh, all right.
Well,
I do know he's basically been silent on the issue so far. Adam's the only person who's really spoken about it.
He did say that there's going to be a state of the station next month, so I'm guessing he's calling a meeting before.
Well, just so everybody knows, if the live streaming on Pride 48 were to go away, we're still going to continue doing it on YouTube.
Oh,
yeah.
It'll just be the YouTube channel, and we'll find a chat room somewhere. So
we'll use our iPhones.
Yeah.
So Commander Matt in the chat room says that he raided with him last night. So I don't know if that's the past tense of that word. And he's just leaving podcasting. He's just not podcasting. He's not leaving Pride 48. So that's good. That's good news.
No,
that's good.
Because we all
but for the record, if there was a Pride 48 Expo this year, I would go because I already have the time off.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Do we think that's what the
I would assume there's not going to be
state of the station will be about in a month?
That's possible.
Yeah.
Well, it might be about
I can't
the
think of
June
any-
event. If there's a June event.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true. Yeah, I'm making it my mission to communicate that there is still an interest in the organization. I'm going to try to make I'm going to make it a point to ask every guest that I have on my show if they would go to a Pride 48 Expo if there was one, so that people would know that there is still interest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know it would not be possible for Paul and me this year because we're moving to South Carolina and we'll be getting all new jobs and everything. And typically, most employers now don't give you vacation in your first year of employment.
No.
So
Depends on how you negotiate.
Yeah.
Quite frankly, everyone knows that there's interest in a Pride 48 Expo. The problem is nobody's willing to put it together.
Yeah.
There's a point.
Jimmy Bear, I'm moving
That's
to
fair.
South Carolina. There is no negotiation in South Carolina.
Fair enough.
Well, they're an at-will employment state.
Now,
And
Dave-
Can we
you
go
don't
back
negotiate.
can we go back to Steve the Tater's comment about there's nobody willing to pull it off? Can you talk a little bit about that? I mean, because I feel like that's not 100% accurate.
How is it not accurate?
Well, I think there's a lot of people. That's a good question. That's a fair question. My general understanding is that any given point in time, there's at least 30 to 40 people who are not just willing to attend, but willing to play organizational roles. So I haven't heard anything to suggest that folks wouldn't be interested in
Who's going to be our hotel contact to book the hotel and the meeting space?
So I haven't heard anything to suggest that.
Scott, you're kind of putting somebody on the spot. He's saying that there are people that might be interested in that. Don't start getting that. Oh, well, tell me somebody. Well, he's not. He's saying
No. I'm not.
Unless
I'm
you
not
ask
asking.
people.
I'm not asking for a name. I'm saying who is willing to step up and do it. If
So-
somebody was willing to step up and do it, it could be done. But we are all so busy,
Yeah.
and like
So the point I was trying to make is that I haven't heard that the suits were dissolved. I mean, isn't there still that
Right.
body?
I think his
I
point.
haven't heard that either.
I think his point is communication would be key.
Yeah.
It's like you have a point of information, he has a point of information, but nobody knows anything.
Yeah, no, that's exactly my point. Is I do not have a point. I'm just trying to piece. I'm trying to piece together what I hear on shows and whatnot. I actually don't have the information.
In the past, we have been very lucky to have Joey Buhecker, who's got contacts in Vegas. But Joey is so busy right now, he can't do it. And honestly, for somebody who works in a hotel and works in a place where we have a lot of groups, if you're not in the city where it's taking place, it's very difficult to arrange it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I agree with that.
And Scotty Battler's got a really good point. Big Fatty's going on a cruise during the time it would normally happen. We know this shit ain't happening without Big Fatty.
Well, and we pretty much know it's not happening this year because they would have already been well into the planning stages and people would already be making reservations by now.
Yeah.
Because frankly,
and Scotty,
I would love to have it someplace other than Vegas because I've never been to Atlanta. I'd love to have someone in Atlanta do it. Or I think New Orleans would be another great spot for us to have it.
Have you ever been to Augusta?
They could possibly.
They're broad shows.
Any one of those.
Jim, they do not have the Wi-Fi for what we need. Okay?
Yeah, there's no shortage of places that would be amazing and that have a lot of podcasters. Chicago should be in that mix too.
I agree. I'd love to go to Chicago.
Oh, Chicago would be fantastic.
I totally.
But it really does come down to, and I had to learn this the hard way. But Vegas does really present some of the most affordable rooming and flight scenarios, and I do understand that's why it was and has been sort of the destination of choice for some time. But to me, as long as it continues in some vein, this is actually not a good year for me because I turned 50 and I'm doing a couple different things. In celebration of that. I know, right?
The red roof up the road gives me a special deal.
The red roof, we call that the red rash.
I do hope it continues, and I don't really care where that is as long as it's someplace where folks can gather.
And if I was 100% honest, I would love a Pride 48 cruise. No, we could not broadcast live, but we could still do the shows and record them and then put them out later. But I think a Pride 48 cruise is an amazing idea.
I am 1,000 billion% behind that idea.
I would probably be into that.
The Staten Island Ferry.
What do you call it, a ferry?
But what do you go by nowadays?
See, what they could do is actually record all the shows, the way we normally do, instead of broadcasting them, record them, then the next weekend, put them on the stream for the whole weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is less fun because of the chat room, but at least people would still be able to hear.
Yeah, I mean, you honestly couldn't consider the cruise to be an actual expo. It would be a completely different event. I mean, and you'd have to kind of treat that differently. Scotty Battler, I don't know what you mean by cruises are crack, but I'm not addicted and I resent the insinuation.
But
Sure you're not. Like Taylor
having an
isn't
event
addicted.
where it's not a ton of work for a select group of people. You know what I mean? Because I see that. I mean, I've never been to Pride 48, but I do know that the people that organize it and run it, they don't have any time off. It is just like work.
They absolutely bust their ass. There's no way else to describe it. They work their guts off for months in advance.
And we would need at least, if not a year's notice, 9 months at the least, so people could try to arrange something of their own personal time.
Of course,
right? Yeah. Because I usually plan all my vacations like at the beginning of the year for what I'm doing throughout the year. So if I don't know, like with Pride 48, it's always been okay, I'll put a week aside. That I don't know when it is, but I'm sure I don't use that week. But like this year, I don't assume there's going to be any. So
let's go to Tucson.
Oh, I'm going to Tucson in May.
May.
Yeah, I'm going after you get back. One of the other guys at work is taking off when you're going away. Well, I can't do that.
I'm going to Fort Lauderdale.
When?
After Fist Fest in Georgia.
I'm going Wednesday, Fort Lauderdale.
I know.
So it's like,
I'm meeting Jay next weekend.
Aw.
Oh,
Which I do wish we could meet up.
yeah.
I do wish we could meet up at gay days like we used to, even though I've never gone because it'd be way too expensive for me because I'd need at least 2 weeks there.
Yeah, that's dropped way back. It's just a couple of people that do that now, it seems like.
Well, I think the Vegas event kind of took over what the gay days was at first.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, although we went to gay days last year and they didn't have a Pride 48 this past year.
Oh, they didn't have a dinner?
Yeah, they had a dinner, but there's no Pride 48. No, but they had a dinner, but there was very few people that. I mean, it was more listeners than it was podcasters.
Oh, okay.
Really?
Yeah. That thing kind of fell apart too because it used to rotate between 2 or 3 different podcasts, and there's basically only one of those podcasts that's actually still in production.
Yeah.
So it kind of fell into their lap to do everything.
As I say, don't the Pods by Copilot folks usually get involved with gay days?
Well, they haven't lately.
Yeah, so it used to be Crewcast. Is it Crewcast? Not Crewcast.
Qcast.
Qcast.
Cast.
Yeah,
Qcast. Yeah, and Foul Monkeys and Pod is my co-pilot. Well, Foul Monkeys, of course, Ricky's in Chicago now, and Qcast hasn't. They ceased production long time ago.
Well, Rick, to
the
be
week
fair,
before
Rick wasn't really that involved, and anything he did was they still did several after that. So I don't know that I would really count him, but I mean, yeah he used to live there, but
yeah. What's his name used to do it?
So do you guys think podcasters need to do anything that's sort of proactive to, and I'm sort of keying off on something that DJ has done, sort of putting himself out there as sort of here's a vote of confidence for Adam. Do you guys think we need to say or do anything that lets the Pride 48 sort of leadership know, like, here's a group of people who are willing to sort of dedicate time and energy to doing? I mean, do we wait and hear from them about at the next State of the Station to sort of hear what it is they want to do? Do we sort of inject ourselves and say, here's how we can help? What do you all think is the path forward?
Well, you'll have to talk to them. I mean, you're probably talking to mostly the wrong people here.
Possibly, if we were to make a statement, or if people were to make a statement that, depending on the next one, it's like, we're here to help. It's not, we acknowledge how much work you've put into Pride 48, and we are here to help as you go along.
Again, I think Gavin's totally correct. We're asking the wrong group of people here. But yeah. I would say that given the history of the Vegas event, although I am not speaking from experience, I have a gut feeling that the powers that be are a little burned out. So we need some fresh blood to take the reins and say, hey, I'm willing to front this. And I believe it would get done. I don't think there's anything stopping us from doing it other than somebody taking the reins and saying, hey, let's do it.
Well, I would say the Facebook page is a good place to start a conversation.
Who?
Yeah.
The Facebook page for Pride 48 is a good place to start.
Yeah. Yes and no. Because the discussions seem to always descend into the Facebook equivalent of a shouting match.
Well, I think the problem is that we need to have a group with an admin so that we don't necessarily involve listeners in inside conversations. Because if we're going to have people that are volunteering to do certain functions of the organizations, that's not necessarily something that we have to talk to everybody about.
Yeah, example, you don't want me making a handmade cake. So
I would say the suits probably have something back channel, something set up.
In the past, a lot of the people that did a lot of volunteering were also listeners.
So I would just sort of.
I don't think I'd exclude listeners.
Yeah, I would just sort of reframe my question or restate it as, what do you all think we can do to help? And so what I'm hearing is comments on Facebook, and I'm also hearing wait until we hear from them.
I would personally wait until if they're doing a show next month. If they're doing a Pride 48 thing next month, I would wait until you hear what they have to say.
Right.
I think it might be encouraging for the suits to hear the kind of energy that's happening just from this casual conversation right now.
Yeah.
To understand that there is interest, there is energy,
and porn,
and it's not withering. In porn, that's right.
Well, because if we're going to be an organization, there needs to be inclusion, and certainly the suits may make the important decisions about planning of events. But what did the rest of us do? I mean, we have to have each other's backs when, if you're running out of content or something, and we are friends offline or something, I'm going to give you a call, and bingo, you've got a message to play on your show, and that could be a half an hour to an hour of talk.
That's hot.
That also comes down to people being willing to do it.
Yeah. Yep.
The one thing,
and I'm one of the worst people for that. For not calling into other people's shows.
The one thing I'll throw out in this conversation, and this is just coming from somebody that has organized group events before, because when I was with the Bear Club that I was with,
the Bears,
and this is not against anybody here. I'm just saying this is what happened in that situation. You have to have one or two people that call the shots, and everybody else has to listen to that, because when you stand back and say, well, give me suggestions, it gets so convoluted, and the more cooks you put in the kitchen, the more ridiculous the soup gets. So you have to have like a core group of 2 or 3 people that say, this is what we're going to do. And they assign jobs and stuff like that to people that are willing to help. You know what I mean? You could, I'm not saying you can't say, well, I'll go do this. And they'll be like, good, we need somebody to do that. That's fine.
No, I don't disagree. I don't disagree with that at all. I do events as part of my job for the last 15 years. And those are the events that go are where there's little left to the imagination when it comes to event time. Again, my question, and it's sort of rhetorical, and it's sort of in the hopes that Adam will hear this or others, and it is literally to let them know you've got a bunch of people who are willing to help. How can we help? I mean, that's the question.
Yeah,
I think the thing to do is just put it on the Facebook page.
I obviously, and I'm not saying you're wrong, David. I'm not. You do what you think is. I think a direct.
I don't have a dog in this fight, because I'm basically.
Okay.
I'm treated as an annoyance in Pride 48, so okay, I don't have a dog in this fight.
You're done. Okay, I think a direct email to him saying, "Look, I can volunteer some time. This is what I know how to do."
Hi, Jimmy.
Jimmy, sneak him up on mine.
Doing it in a public forum, I would find that, I don't know. It might stir up more interest. Maybe you're right, but
yeah, the number one thing we need to do is wait for that. My personal
opinion is a private email to him would be the best thing.
I would say, but like you said, wait for the state of the station first.
Yeah,
there you go.
See what it addresses.
Yeah, see what is and see what's coming from the official channel first.
Let's hear what the state of the station is.
And hopefully that message is that they're there and they're listening, because it's kind of defeatist to think that your voice is being heard. And certainly, if you think that there's an elite committee, you don't feel like you're included.
Well, I mean, where you putting your voice?
Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't listen to every podcast.
Right.
I can guarantee. I mean, and I don't take it personal, and I'm not saying anything about them, but I can guarantee neither of them listen to this.
Yeah.
So,
Well, can you blame them?
No, not really. I mean,
to each their own.
No, and I don't mean anything by that. It's just I would.
Oh, Gavin, we love you.
I would be surprised if I found out they did. Let's put it that way.
So subject change. How about that Kellyanne Conway?
No, fuck.
Oh, I'd rather talk about Tom Brady.
The snowball starts small until it rolls downhill, Gavin.
There we go.
Pardon me. Pardon me while I gag up a lung. I've been sick for like over a week now, and it's just finally clearing up. So,
That shit's going around.
yeah.
And like, it's not something that the flu inoculation is catching either.
No, not at all.
I had that earlier, about a month ago. Oh, It was awful.
Yeah.
Awful.
And the worst thing is I didn't feel really sick. It was just like it was like a head cold that just wouldn't go away. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I know exactly what you mean.
And now it's like in the back of my throat and stuff. So I got my own Steve.
That's not for me. That's not. No. Usually that comes from this side, but no.
Probably Jim, isn't it?
Yep.
Jim.
No,
Listen, while we're talking about uncomfortable topics,
Your hemorrhoids?
David,
Yes.
why do you feel like you're treated as what did you call it?
No shit.
Annoyance of the
Yeah.
No.
There is a stratification within the Pride 48 community, and I'm basically on the bottom rung.
What?
And I accepted that position a long time ago.
Do you think it's a stratification or more like a planetary situation? Because I used to think I used to think the stratification thing too, but I don't feel that way anymore because I think there's so many variables. It's not exactly mathematical, but people love you, and do you not think that?
I don't feel it.
Why?
I'll be honest with you. I don't feel it.
What?
I have my reasons. I don't want to get into this. But yeah, I don't feel it at all.
I wouldn't even.
No, I don't need your pity. This is not pity.
You don't know. No, David.
Facing facts.
We like you, David.
This is facing facts.
I don't. Come on.
No.
I'm not sure where this is coming from.
Yeah.
Gavin.
But
I know that sometimes you think I'm an asshole. Forgive me. David,
sometimes.
Shut the fuck up. David,
I always think you're an asshole.
You are so fucking wrong. Get off your alternative facts.
No.
God. Oh boy.
I will say, you are loved. It's not.
Scott, this goes way back, even before Pride 48.
Yeah, but Dave.
Yeah.
It's not like we're all sitting around hugging each other without you.
Yeah.
Well, that might. No.
Well, let's see. I haven't texted Jay since about 10 months ago. Gavin got a text only because I couldn't find him.
Pride 48 in several years.
And quite frankly, I don't feel like anybody gets more shit in the Pride 48 community than me.
Well,
I think it was the fact, Dave. I kind of think it's the fact that the way you're feeling now is the way we have all felt at one time, and that's what has held us together. Am I right or am I wrong?
This show.
It's poking with a stick, bitch.
Oh, there's the glue.
This jockstrap.
Actually, Ed Chan.
Gavin's backyard barbecue.
If Ed Chan didn't post such great porn, I really doubt we would show up as faithfully as.
No shit. Oh my God, Ed Chan. What do you?
Now you have to give Mr. Mike.
Oh yeah, Mr. Mike too.
So.
I just want David to talk a little bit more because we have seen a lot of shows fold. We've seen a lot of people. I burn out. I ended George in Atlanta, and I hope Mark isn't listening to this because I'm pretty close to ending North and South things and just leaving podcasting in general. And it's largely because some people feel like they don't get enough feedback from folks, but for me, like you run into a point where like I don't have a voice and I don't have anything to say. But what is it that makes you feel like you're not appreciated in the group? Is it the lack of feedback? Is it
somebody mean?
We're not doing this on Gavin's show.
Yeah.
It's his show. We're not doing this.
All right, fair
I
enough.
think the fact that somebody needs to be cared for.
I think that's better a private discussion with
Sure, I apologize.
Yeah.
Well, in other news, George, how come you didn't? Because I'm a faithful listener to both of, well, now one of your shows, but you never really like said anything, did you? Did you just kind of stop and let it drop? Because I don't remember you.
The George in Atlanta. You're right. There really wasn't any
no wrap up or anything.
I mean, I think that was probably inappropriate of me to not sort of have something. But I just honestly, I don't really have anything to say.
Yeah.
I enjoyed listening to the George in Atlanta.
Yeah.
I would listen. I mean, I wasn't a regular, like, it wasn't like every week I would listen, but it would usually, like, when I did listen, I would listen.
If I'm being completely honest, when you get to the point where you're boring yourself, I mean, you're probably boring other people, and I think there's an exception to people who like care enough about you, like probably those of you in the room, where you just want to hear what's going on in the person's life. But to me, it doesn't feel like it's like, there's so much competition for people's time and energy and listening hour, TV and music and movies and podcasts, and like, who the fuck am I? And it wasn't for any other reason that I didn't feel like I have anything to say, to be honest with you.
Yeah, and see, this is not saying anything about like the way other people think of things, but see, I get more joy out of looking and seeing all this. I mean, there's a good amount of people in the chat room tonight. I enjoy that. I don't even know how many downloads I have. I don't care. It's not that I don't care about the people that later, but honestly, like that's irrelevant. If I wasn't doing a live show every Saturday night, I probably wouldn't podcast at all.
I do think that's a difference.
This is my social.
When you're doing a live show versus a recorded, I think that's a real good barometer because people are interacting and whatnot.
Group shows are easier because more people can contribute. It's a lot harder to do it solo.
That's the other thing is the solo shows are just really hard.
This is like my social life. This is something I do on Saturday night as opposed to like going out to a bar.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is my social life.
Well, I think you have a great formula, and I think a lot of the ensemble casts are. I listen to more Lotzel right now than I have in the past. I've listened to more Lotzel in the last 6 months than I have since they were in existence before. There's that ensemble ability to people just to bounce off of each other. If there are two or more people, I do find it a bit more interesting.
I'm sorry, I'm going to break in for 1 second because I got to go to work. You all have a wonderful night. Love you all.
You too, Scott.
Can we see your talk one more time?
Bye, Scott the Tater.
It's Steve the Tater.
Tater.
Well, Tater, Bader, whatever.
Well, we have to go to the after show anyway, so let's do that. And then we can talk a little more. Whatever, you know what I mean. So, David, where can we find you?
You can find me at thatbluejeansguy.blogspot.com. And until the end of this month, I am live on Pride 48 Tuesday nights at 10 p.m.
Okay. And DJ Starsage, where can we find you?
The tfnpodcast.com and on the fourth Saturdays of the month at 5 p.m. Eastern on pride48.com.
Okay. And George in Atlanta, where can we find you?
Hi, I'm on the Twitters at George in Atlanta.
Okay. Jimmy Bear, where can we find you?
You can find me on Facebook. That's fine.
And I'm kind of him at a Patriots game most of the time.
At Gillette Stadium, rooting on the New England Patriots. Thank you.
Honka, where can we find you?
You can find me as Honkcub on Instagram and Twitter, and as an occasional contributor on Life on the Shit List.
Oh, are you going back?
I've done a few.
Please.
Jim, where can we find you?
You can find me, number one Funky Homo on Twitter and Tumblr.
Okay.
I'm sorry, was that a question mark? Tumblr?
With other names. Message me for other pictures.
For my
Fireman
vacation
5.
pictures.
For his barbecue pictures. You can find all my applicable links at pokinit1.blogspot.com. And you can find the YouTube video and the after shows posted there too. So everything goes.
Cue the music.
Big Friday, tell me about the horror.
In olden days, a glimpse of stocking was the thought of something shocking, but now God knows anything goes. Good authors too, who want you better words now only.
Alrighty.
Jim, you're a regular Lady Gaga.
Don't forget it.
Drink. I'll be right back.
I'm gonna see you on the dance floor at the Horror Hotel. Now, doesn't one of the club things there do they do dancing at all there or no?
There when I was there. Now I've never been there in the summer,
Uh-huh.
and I'm sure they get a nice turnout. But I had a good time when I was there. Oh, what's burning in my kitchen?
Gavin.
Fork in the microwave.
Huh?
Fork in the microwave.
Yeah. Jay, what was I going to say?
You were saying about being there in the summer, and the club and the.
Right. I was there in May last year, and I had a great time. But it was like I was there for another Red Hanky event.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. And actually, somebody owed me a drink. Some guy that I was getting friendly with. He walked into the leather shop, all right, and he picked up a belt, and the guy, the shop owner, was like started asking questions, and the guy felt almost obligated to buy the belt. And I had just met the guy, and I could tell by the look on his face that he didn't want this belt. It was a leather belt, and it was like $80. And the guy looks at me, and I'm like, "You want it, or did you not want it?" Right? And I knew he didn't want to buy this belt. So I just said, you know what? Put the belt down, get outside, and think it over before you do it. I'm tired of your bullshit. You know what I mean?
To give him an out.
Right. And we walked out. He walked out of the shop, and the shop owner, actually, punched me in the shoulder. And I was just like, fuck you. When we got outside, the guy said, come on, I owe you at least 2 or 3 drinks for this. Right? We went over to... It was the most disgusting thing in the world. I was wearing little leather shorts and a harness and boots. And the guy, I couldn't even sit at the bar because my fucking junk would hang out. But it didn't matter because there was a drag queen who was about 7 foot tall. And she's like, you got the best set of balls I've ever seen. And some other guy came over and painted him with neon paint. Because
nice.
They put a lot of neon lights in their dance floor.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, but I mean, I had a better time. No matter where you go, you're the one responsible for having a good time.
Right.
Okay, the Capri was great for standing around talking and being a good old.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking forward to the most, I think.
Yeah.
Bye, Tim.
And the blowjobs.
Well, you know what?
Hey now.
Jim, I love that philosophy. You're the person who's in charge of you having fun. I love that philosophy.
Well, I mean, I don't know what the hell they were doing behind me, but I know I was bent over a picnic table at the dance floor.
Taking the slivers out.
You make me feel like dancing. Want to dance the night away.
Ain't nothing like the real thing, baby.
You forgot to do the finger thing, Jim.
But you see, that's just it. I don't know what it's like there during the week.
So, was the shop that you were talking about, was that just there for the event?
It was
that always? Okay.
It was there for the Fist Fest. It's the same guy that's there for Fist Fest, but I think he shows up for special events because he puts out all his little bear T-shirts and all the things like "Sorry about your asshole," stuff.
Yeah. But it's not a permanent fixture there.
I think that might be changing though because that place is starting to really pick up now that it's cleaned up.
Where is this place you're talking about?
Sahara.
Augusta.
Gotcha.
Augusta.
Sahara Hotel.
George,
DJ?
I think you would have a wonderful time there, George.
Yeah, have you talked to Poppy this week?
I have not.
Okay, because I kind of told him that he should talk to you because you guys have known each other longer, and if we're going to go somewhere on Friday night, you guys should agree on it.
Cool. Yeah, they started doing bear nights, bear happy hour at the Eagle on Friday nights. So that
Which
might
Eagle?
be a good one. Baltimore.
Nice.
You know, I always loved the Eagles, and then the different Eagles all over the place. Then when I moved to Boston and I went to Boston's Eagle, I was like, "This is not an Eagle. This is like
no. You got to go to the Ramrod."
Yeah, I know. I was like, "This is like a stand around and model and have some music on in the background."
Eagles are vastly different from city to city.
Oh yeah. But this one, Boston, was really different from what I was used to.
Yeah, the Ramrod is the equivalent to an Eagle anywhere else. It's got the whole back room thing, but it changed since they brought the machine in downstairs.
Yeah, I remember when I was actually living there when that was added.
Oh, you were?
The what?
Yeah.
The what? The machine?
The machine. They opened a club down in the basement called Machine. It was a dance club.
Oh, okay.
They really changed their whole Ramrod. I don't know. It didn't change it for the better, I don't think. It just brought in a whole different group of people that weren't indigenous to that whole Ramrod scene.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what is it? Wedding showers?
Yeah.
Golden showers.
Oh, what do they call that bridesmaid party?
Bridal shower.
Bridal. Thanks.
No, I don't think it got that big, did it?
There was some of that, but if they wound up at the Ramrod, they found out if they were in the machine, they would go to the machine.
Yeah.
But they couldn't come upstairs, and obviously they couldn't get to the back room.
Oh God, no. Yeah,
unless their shirts were off, of course, but that's a different story.
Right, exactly.
I miss the old days when they used to have the code in the basement at the bike stop.
Yep,
the code.
Now you see girls down there every weekend night.
I heard it.
Now.
Is it still like that, Jay?
Yep.
No, I mean, is it sleazy, the basement?
Oh, which one? The bike stop?
Yeah.
It's still a little bit, but I do feel like some of the female presence definitely has made a lot of that go away.
Oh, all right. Somebody had said that, they were fucking and sucking all over the place in the basement. I'm like, oh.
I've personally never been there and seen anybody actually get fucked, but not at that bar anyway. But yeah, I've seen other things. No, at the bike stop in Philly.
Oh,
I have.
Were you holding the camera?
Yeah.
Gavin and I were having a conversation. It was probably like 9:00 on New Year's Day in the morning.
No, it was about noon.
Oh.
We were
I'll tell
having
you.
a conversation with the bartender, and I was fucking Jim while we were doing it.
Oh, God. That's funny. I took Ron into Baltimore during the week to show him the Eagle because I knew he probably wouldn't get to it for a while. So we just went there for a drink in the evening. But that place has the most gorgeous bathrooms I've ever seen in a bar, let alone an Eagle. But they're prime for fucking. I mean, the stalls are big enough and dark enough.
Yeah. So here at the Eagle in Atlanta, we don't really have bathrooms and stalls so much as we have like a room with a whole trough.
Well, there's a trough too, and it's a professionally made one. It's not one of the old school ones, but that's all you can pee in there is a big kind of U-shaped thing. They don't have separate ones, but they do have stalls for, toilets.
Oh my God, I remember them. Now it's funny you said that about the troughs. I remember we used to go to a flea market, and this trough, it was like a white enamel trough, and it was probably a good 20 feet.
Fenway Park used to be like that.
So did Old Memorial Stadium in Baltimore.
Yeah.
One of the stadiums over here in Philly used to be like that too.
But people used to stand like it was wide. You know what I mean? Like people would be standing on one side. Like people would be on the other side of you, like ahead of you.
No, these were on the walls. Ones I've seen. I've never seen one that was open like that.
Wow, the double-sided.
Dancing cheek to cheek.
I kind of like that idea.
Right.
There were metal bars in the middle. Like
no, why bother?
It was
wow.
Hey, people must have peed a lot more when we were younger.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
back then we had smaller bladders.
Yeah. We had smaller bladders, especially in South Jersey here.
Yeah. There's some good stuff coming in the chat room there.
I didn't go there.
Like one after the other.
Oh my God.
So what's going on with your governor in Jersey? Is he about to be thrown in jail? What's going on?
I'm not paying attention. He pretty much been off the news.
Yeah, I hadn't heard anything about it.
Is he sort of a well, I don't know how early you can use the word lame duck, but he kind of seems like he's just dropped out of everything. Even though I guess technically he's still governor.
Is he in his second term?
He's not Trump's lapdog anymore, so
He doesn't have anything to do.
Nobody pays attention to him.
Is he in his second term?
Yes.
Yeah.
His last term.
Can you run 3 terms in New Jersey?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
You have term limits, huh? Wow.
Yeah, two terms.
I'm pretty sure.
So he's gone after 2018, I guess it is. So we still got to put up with him if he survives till then. I haven't heard anything about the Bridgegate or any of that crap. So
yeah.
New Jersey news is usually small.
It's nothing wrong.
That's because you got New York right there, and it kind of overshadows everything.
Yeah,
that's because you guys got the Jets. Oh, I'm sorry. What's that?
Bringing up sports ball again.
Sorry, I had to throw that in there.
Thank you.
That's one of the ones that play with the oval ball, right?
Yes, they do.
Ones that look like big butt plugs.
So hot.
Well.
All right.
I wonder if there's a person that could actually take a football.
Hey, what is everybody's what's everybody's travel plans this summer?
Huh?
What's everybody's travel plans this summer?
Well, Jim's going to where are you going?
I'm going to Fort Lauderdale and Augusta in April. And then in July, we're going to the hot dog weekend in Augusta.
Right.
What week in July is that? Or what weekend?
13th.
Okay.
Yeah.
Vacation, Scott.
Same time as Bear Pride. Or Bear Weekend, no. Bear Weekend.
Where?
Provincetown.
P-Town.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and in May, I'm going to my parents' house for probably 10 days.
What?
So that'll be fun.
Who's going to wake me up?
Not my problem.
French maid.
What?
The French maid.
French maid.
I guess you'll have to set alarms.
David, when are you moving down south?
We're supposed to move after July 4th.
Okay.
We're going.
Have you found a place?
Not yet. That's going to be we're going to be vacationing the end of April, first part of May.
Okay.
And we're going to look at securing an apartment then. At least getting some applications in and all that, because we're not in a financial position to do a house right now.
Is that in Charleston?
No, South Carolina, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
Myrtle Beach.
We'll be north of Charleston. Right. Yeah, we're north of Charleston.
Now,
what's the draw to that area?
Paul is going down to apprentice with a minister who's got a church in the Myrtle Beach area. He's interested in the ministry, and this minister is close to retirement, so she's looking for her replacement. And she and he had met at seminary and worked up a good relationship with each other. So he's going to go down and work with her.
Oh, very cool. All right.
Thank you. Yeah.
So you're going to be there
and
when?
I'm sorry?
What are the dates you're going to be there?
I think it's April 27th.
Oh, all right.
For basically a week.
Okay.
So in the first part of May.
I'm going to be in Augusta.
Good night, Matt.
I'm going to be in Augusta from the 20th to Oh wait, here's the calendar.
Right.
The weekend of the 20th. That's closest to the 20th.
Okay.
I love that jockstrap porn.
Thursday,
oh my god.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'm going to be in Augusta, so I'm just going to. Nice.
Augusta, Georgia, or South Carolina?
Georgia. It's like 2 hours away from there.
Oh, okay.
2.5. So
yeah,
I would have driven up just to see you guys.
Oh, okay.
But
I appreciate that.
By the time you arrive, I'll be back. I'll be in Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah.
Where do you stay in Fort Lauderdale, Jimmy?
With my friend Bill and his partner.
Bill W. No, probably not.
I don't. Why
Never mind.
Tell me about him.
Friends of Bill W.
Friends of Bill W. Yeah.
I don't know what that means.
Is
Obviously.
It's an alcohol thing, or is it?
Oh, is
alcoholic?
it? Yeah, AA.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Let's have friends of
Okay.
Friends of Bill W. It's an AA meeting.
No, I stay with Bill, and unless I'm doing, whatever. Then I'll go to the Leather Inn or wherever I'm going.
Leather Inn.
Oh, for
in leather.
In leather.
Oh, play nights.
Well,
no, that's a guest house, right?
Yeah.
In leather. Yeah.
Really, really, really nice. I mean, we're just laying around and doing nothing. It's it's a great thing, but I don't like the closed-in feeling. You get.
I love the place that we go to over at the Worthington. I love it there.
That's big, right?
Yeah, it's three resorts in one now.
Oh.
So it's probably like almost 70 rooms.
Is it okay?
Oh, it's this time of year it's packed. It's full every night.
It's called the Worthington.
Worthington, Alcazar, Villa Venice. It's all in one. It's 3 resorts in one.
Oh, okay.
And they're all linked, so you can walk in between them.
Oh.
3 pools, 2 hot tubs, clothing optional. We've been going there for years.
Okay.
Like I said, we're headed there Wednesday.
Yeah, I'm usually in closer to Wilton Manors.
Sure. Yeah, we're a $15 Uber over to Wilton Manors to the clubs.
Okay.
We either like the Ramrod or Scandals.
Is that the one? The real? Okay.
What's that?
That's something I need to get on.
I was in one of the bars. I don't remember the name.
So the Ramrod obviously is the leather bar. They got Pig Night once a month, and that's a lot of fun. And then Scandals is like country western.
Oh, all right. I think I was in the other one.
That one's a lot of fun.
Jim, you have to explain Uber to me. We'll do it
Uber?
tomorrow.
No.
I haven't used it yet.
I have it. Don't worry.
But the thing is, when Jim is in here, it's like sometimes I'd like to go out, but I refuse to drive.
Oh, Uber, baby.
Yeah.
Uber.
So,
You definitely need to. Oh, you mean like in the Philly?
Well, for me to take one from here to the train station,
or to the bookstore,
would be not. Well, no, I wouldn't do. I drive there. I don't drink when I go there.
Although, I see.
Drink what? I don't know.
That would be incredibly amusing to have them drop me off there. But,
they have no shame.
But that way I don't have to drive. That way I don't have to drive back because I would imagine I could still get an Uber at 3 in the morning.
Sure, you can. Yep.
I will explain everything later.
Okay. I've never used it either, Gavin.
I have it.
Really?
It's convenient.
Oh.
Wow.
When I got stuck, that's how I discovered that.
I don't go in cities very often, so usually anywhere I go, it's like either I have a car, I
We never have a car on vacation. We just Uber.
Do you really?
We never ever drive on vacation.
I always do.
It's so much cheaper than renting a car or going with cabs.
Yeah.
Right.
It's so much easier. It's so much more convenient.
Most of the time when I go to Augusta, it's like it's a package deal, and I wound up paying. I think it's like 20. What did I pay last time?
I think the most I ever
For
paid.
for the entire weekend that I stayed there, I think I paid $60.
Yeah, I paid
for the rental car because it was a package deal.
Um,
So
Fort Lauderdale's the only place that I didn't rent a car, and I used Uber. My date left early. Yeah. So, thank God I have Uber.
You know what? In Fort Lauderdale, a $20 bill will get you anywhere you want to go, either a taxi or an Uber. And it's, how many? It's honestly, it's so much easier.
It is,
and you can drink as much as you want. You don't have to worry about getting pulled over for a DWI or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. It's like I think Uber has really like I don't understand how anybody gets a DUI anymore with Uber existing. You know what I mean?
I scheduled a Lyft to pick us up at our house on Wednesday and bring us down to Logan Airport, and then so we don't have to park at the airport, which would cost us $40 a day.
Oh.
Yeah, and it costs us $33 to do the Uber, and I'll probably give him a $20 tip.
Do you want to hear something? When I was in this past fall, when I was in Miami, all right, we drove down to Miami, and we parked in this big parking garage, and I said, don't worry, I'll pay the parking, since the guys were getting dinner. I felt like such a square for the whole night, like for what, 5-6 hours. It costed $3.
Yeah.
For parking?
Parking.
You have got to be kidding me.
My father, when he comes and picks us up at the airport, when I go down to visit them, he'll park in the parking lot and then come in and get me, and we'll drive out. It's $2. Parking $2. I was like,
so I have a meeting in Boston on Monday around at 12:30.
Right.
And to park for that meeting, it's probably about a 2.5 hour meeting. It's $42.
Wow, that's crazy.
Are you going to Uber?
No, my real estate board's going to pay for it.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
When I used to work in the financial district, I had a coworker who used to drive in and park and pay for parking every fucking day.
Oh my God, it's so expensive.
I know.
In Philadelphia, you have to. It's good to belong to a garage. It's cheaper that way.
Sure.
And wow.
Well, where you work, they don't really have garages.
Yeah. Well, the old Smith line.
But when you go to Philadelphia, it's what is it? What I'm trying to remember the last time we went. What was it, like $12, $13?
Yeah.
Well, just to go out. So you're talking about like 3-4 hours.
How far are you guys from Philly?
It's about 10
minutes.
Not even 10 minutes.
So we've been saying we want to go down to Philly sometime, so we should plan something like a long weekend or something.
Oh, if you go to Philly, let me know.
Yeah.
We definitely we'd all hang out.
I'm about 45 minutes from there.
And go to the dirty bars.
Others, well, they're not as dirty as you'd like.
Way to sell it, Gavin. Way to sell it.
Well, unfortunately,
I'll show you the dirty parts.
There you go, Jimmy.
They have a decent bathhouse, though.
What?
The Sampson Street bathhouse is kind of fun.
Well, we had to go there, huh?
That would be fun.
Take it to the Sampson Street Theater.
Is that still there?
I don't know. Gavin, I've given up my weekends to spend time with you.
I've never put
See, we could have a little Pride 48 Northeast up in Philly.
There you go.
Philly's a reasonably priced city.
Is it?
I have no problem with that.
Yeah, it's not terrible.
Jim, we
can take the Acela down there.
Jim, we have to start cleaning the house. Our house is a mess.
No, just the back bedroom and the laundry room is.
It's that winter catch-all thing.
Yeah, it's like my house. I can show you. Look, it's a mess.
Yeah, we have a pile of things at the back door that are like, these things have to go out to the garage when it warms up. I'm not doing it in the winter.
It's all good. It's all good.
Yes, we will do something.
And we have lovely furniture that nobody's ever sat on. because nobody ever sits in our living room.
I've sat in your living room.
Oh yes, you did. Yeah.
Lovely furniture. Is that like Big Fatty Special Share?
Yeah.
Aw.
We bought brand new furniture a year ago. I think
lovely. Jimmy,
what?
You nasty. You nasty.
I think that chair takes more than a quarter.
Is your living room like a formal sitting room?
Yes.
Always no.
Formal fisting room.
Nobody ever sits there. It's like where I sit in the dining room. If I could turn the thing around, I can see the TV. So I'm in the dining room all day. And Jim, when he comes home, we talk for 10 minutes, and then he goes in the bedroom. So
Do you still have the plastic on the furniture?
No. Although we had I'm sure we still have a couple pieces of plastic under the legs from when we had the rug clean last year.
I have a big black plastic tarp I put under the sling.
A big black what?
Dildo.
Yeah, we have that too.
We want you.
We have a laundry room with linoleum tile, so that's where the sling gets put up back there.
Ooh, sounds lovely.
There's a drain.
No, it doesn't. It's right in the middle of the floor.
Not when you're home.
Careful there, Gavin.
Ow.
Don't want to throw a clot.
Look at him. He's turning pink.
I wouldn't know how to put that thing together.
But he had the good senses to turn his mic off.
Nobody has a pop. Nobody has a pop filter.
A pop filter? What is that? I actually have one. I just don't use it.
Like poppers? No.
A pop.
Smelling salts?
So, David, are you getting excited about your move?
I don't think excited is quite the word for it. It's like
You nervous?
I just don't know if we're going to pull it off right now.
Well,
honestly,
don't let it scare you. You just go, just do it.
Well, it's not so much that. It's like it's the money to do it.
Oh yeah, well that's always the rough part. Yeah,
it's like Paul and I are basically living paycheck to paycheck right now. He keeps saying, "Well, it's going to happen. Something's going to happen." I'm like, honey, how? You know, he's got this great faith, and I'm becoming less and less of this take the leap of faith kind of person. I used to be that person, and just the events of the last few years have just kind of taken that out of me.
Yeah.
And I'm more like, I need to see it now. I need to see the dollars in the bank account.
I understand that.
No, believe me.
No.
I remember when Jim and I first got together. We literally lived out of the dollar store.
I mean, I shop at Aldi. Yeah, we go to the dollar store quite a bit, and it's like, I've priced moving from here to Myrtle Beach, and it's not going to be cheap.
No, it's not. Sometimes it's almost easier to just sell everything you got and go.
Excuse me.
In a way, it would be, but it's like
Jim and my first place. We had a plastic chair. A plastic table, like a patio table.
Yeah.
And like 4 chairs and a coffee table with a TV on it and a VCR.
And a rabbit.
Mm-hmm.
And a rabbit. And that was pretty much all we had. And we went to the dollar store and bought plates and cups and started from nothing. So
the rabbit had it better than you, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. I mean, we've got the stuff that, was donated or stuff that we bought, with the money that was donated to us after the fire, things like that. But, it's not as much stuff as we had before because,
no. Well, you're better off not doing that right now. You're gonna, you know what I mean? You don't want to collect things you have to like pack up and take with you.
Oh no. We both, because we both basically were hoarders before that. Although we were talking about, getting rid of quite a bit of our stuff because he moved all of his stuff from when he had lived alone, and I had all of my stuff from when I lived alone. And we obviously had, duplicates of stuff. Some stuff we paired away just because stuff wasn't working or whatever. And, the fire took care of the rest.
Right.
But it was kind of like, but as we added back, we kept saying, we're just going to get what we need right now.
Right.
So we're all around the same age. Now, does everybody have their old porno stash from the 80s and 90s?
God.
Obviously, I don't. I never had.
I've got a Foot Locker full of magazines that I haven't opened up in probably well over a decade.
I've moved.
I just threw that out there.
I did when we lived in Camden.
What happened to all the?
You remember that old Foot Locker or whatever it was that we had?
Right. I still have a Foot Locker. It's down in my basement.
Well, I took that and I put it out to the curb, and they just took it in the garbage.
No, don't you remember the kids opened it up?
Oh yeah.
Oh. And the sheriff was knocking at the door. Yes, I remember that.
But I cleaned it up. So.
Yeah, I put all of my when I moved into when I bought this condo in 2011. I had to downsize. I'd become a hoarder as well, David, and all the shit had to go. And I hadn't looked at any of that shit in years anyway. And I put it all in big green garbage bags. And I had learned that the big dumpster behind my apartment on Piedmont, which is like 4 blocks from where I am now. Yeah. Like anything you didn't want, but you think somebody else would want, you didn't actually put it in the dumpster. You set it beside the dumpster. And like, it became a fascination to realize how quick people would come and pick that shit up. Yeah, that bag of porn didn't last as long as like fully functioning TVs.
Wow.
Yeah, it was gone in a minute.
You should see how fast things move from the front of our house.
Oh my God, yeah.
We put a nasty yellow velour, my mother's velour, big yellow velour couch. All right. I think I was in grade school when we got it. All right. And we've been lugging this thing around for the last, 15 years. And it went out to the curb and it was gone in 15 minutes.
Yellow velour.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, excuse me, gold.
So Jay and DJ, you still have your porn, I guess.
I've moved too many times.
First of all, my porn from the 80s was straight porn, not gay.
What? Ew!
Oh.
Yeah, I wasn't out in the 80s.
Oh my God. Don't ever touch me.
What?
My hand.
Can I smell your finger?
That's it.
I didn't say I had sex with women. I just said I wasn't out in the 80s.
That was going to be my question.
But
I think I have a.
That stuff's been long gone.
Jay,
I think
so nobody has kept their porn.
No.
DJ, speak up.
I think I had one VHS tape that a friend gave me, and he hid it from his parents while he was living with them. He put everything on the labels for the titles in German.
Fisting Fireman 5.
Now VHS tapes, I got a shitload of those. They're in
that wouldn't work with my parents. They would have still watched it.
They're wrapped in plastic in a box out in the garage. So I do have.
I can barely play a DVD in this trailer. I don't. There's no.
Yeah, right?
That's true.
Can you imagine being the person that works at the thrift stores, processing the donations, and all of a sudden they get porn? I mean, they can't sell that stuff, but what do they do with it? Take it home?
Mm-hmm. Bobby does.
I would probably sift through it first.
Yeah.
Pick and choose.
I will say the downside to it is when you become sort of fascinated or sort of keyed in on one or more actors that you don't really know their names. Trying to track them down on the interwebs. That's
God, yeah.
That's a needle in a haystack.
You know that there's
needle in a haystack. Very good, George. Very good.
Thank you very much.
George, did you know that there's a porno version of IMDb? It's called the Internet Adult Film Database, IAFD.
No, I did not know that.
I did not know that.
What is it?
It's the IAFD, like the Internet Adult Film Database.
Okay.
I'm trying.
We're gonna put that. We're gonna post that as part of the on the blog. So.
Can you post that somewhere? Because I'm clearly not going to remember it. But I'll be bitter
Jeff
at.
Stryker is porn emeritus.
But I will be bitter at 3:00 in the morning when I can't remember it.
Well, I'll post it on the pokin1.blogspot.com.
Now you can follow their careers.
Right. You mean like the one that got arrested today for meth distribution?
Was it the horror hotel?
How does anybody surprised by that?
This guy's I had actually never seen him before, but it was some random story I saw on FaceSpace about
I saw it too.
Yeah, the big covered in Nazi tattoos. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I
got to pee.
Thank you for sharing.
Yeah.
Well, the catheter became cumbersome.
Well, as it does.
That's a Pride 48 branded item I would buy.
Well, you have a colostomy bag. The fat one.
Not that. Mm-mm.
So this is kind of a tangent off of DJ, you saying the thing about the adult movie database thing. But do any of you guys ever like regularly go onto IMDb at all?
I do.
Because I read today that they're getting rid of the forums, like the whole chat thing. Not chat, but like the forums where you go in and discuss movies and stuff like that. They're just completely doing away with it.
Oh,
that surprised me.
You could, some of those discussions were like, how do you find this on DVD? And it's a movie from like the 70s or 80s.
Well, I think there's a lot of trolling too, and there's a lot of like stuff that devolves into stuff that has nothing to do with what they started talking about. Like everywhere.
Yeah, especially a lot of the actors.
It's called Facebook.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, it probably has something to do with Amazon owning it too.
So the guy
Amazon owns IMDb.
Yeah, because if you sign into IMDb, you can add things to your Amazon watch list.
Wow. Interesting.
So back to porn. The guy I was talking about was Timothy Harper, also known as Cameron Diggs. I just posted a link in the chat room.
Oh my God, this guy!
Let's go look.
Ed Chan just posted the fourth one up. Oh my God, look at the fucking guy.
That guy's got a
porn star with Nazi tattoos. Ich.
Did you post porn pictures of him?
No,
yeah,
they didn't post porn pictures, but you can clearly Google Cameron. What's his name? Cameron
Diaz.
Yes.
No, don't do that.
No, it's Cameron Diggs, Diggs,
like Tay,
except white and racist
and female. Oh, male. That's right. You said
Did you say and male?
Yeah. For a second, because Cameron, I'm used to that, thinking of that as a female name for some reason.
No, I thought you said Tay, but like female.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know.
Wait a minute, what?
It's a detachable penis.
Oh.
He's got a nice body, though. Oh well. He's on his way to rehab.
Okay. No.
All right, kids, got a jet.
Nice talking to you, George.
Nice seeing you, George.
Hey, George.
Take care.
Cheers, my friend.
Have a good one. See ya.
Too.
Bye.
Take care, George.
Bye.
Bye.
I'm hosting a telethon tomorrow.
Are you?
I am.
For whom?
It's local cable access. It's for a local community charity. I've been doing it for the past 6 years.
Are
you get to wear a fun tie?
Are you the man with the microphone?
Or a fez?
I am the man with the microphone. Yeah, we bring local people on, and we talk to them and interview them, and I'm like Jerry Lewis in a way.
But
Day.
Without all
Less
this.
Without all the what?
Without all
Less
this.
racism.
Prednisone?
Less racism. Yeah, right. Exactly. But I'll be glad when it's over.
Was he a racist? I didn't know that.
I didn't know Jerry Lewis. I thought he was Jewish.
Yeah, right.
Was it Jewish racist?
I guess they can be.
I think anybody can be.
Yeah, there's gay racists.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, well, there's racist. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, there's gay.
No, but I never heard that about him either. I know that he was big in France, which
Yeah,
is funny in and of itself. But
that was the only thing I don't like about French.
what, that they racism or that they like Jerry Lewis?
I like Jerry.
There's a lot I don't like about France.
Royale with cheese.
Who?
Yeah.
We all know that. But,
Oh, yeah.
You know why that is?
Big Mac, isn't it?
No, it's quarter pounder.
Oh.
Jim,
Royale with
Mattress.
cheese. Quarter pounder cheese.
Jim, we should
Pulp
go to
Fiction.
Europe next year.
What was that?
I said we should go to Europe next year.
We're going in May.
I want to go
We're going to Copenhagen, Oslo, and Stockholm.
Oh.
You going to try?
Huh?
Is it a cruise?
No. We're flying into Copenhagen, spending like 4 days there, and then we're taking a flight up to Stockholm, spending 4 days there, taking a flight over to Oslo, spending 4 days there, and then back to Copenhagen and back home.
Oh, that sounds fun.
That's the place to get real sweaters.
It's for our 20th.
Aw.
Yeah.
What are we going on, Jim? I got to do math.
I feel like we go through this every once a month or so, where you guys don't remember how long you've been together.
I seem to remember you saying something about 23 a while ago.
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
Well, the memory is the first to go. So,
That,
what year did you guys meet?
It'll be 24 this year.
Nice.
Oh,
Shayeti has done Oslo and Stockholm.
do you have any kerfuffles for your telephone?
They come as they come. So
No.
maybe. I don't have anything planned, but you never know. You know, it's stuff like the police chief comes on, and the president of the local Rotary clubs comes on, and I interview them for like 2 minutes each, and they give me a check, and it goes on for 3 hours. It's fun. Whatever, people call in.
Only 3 hours?
Usually raise about 50 to 60 grand.
Do you have like entertainment?
We do. We have pre-canned shows, like some musical groups from the high school will do some shows and things like that. So we'll have different interviews for the organization that we're sponsoring.
Okay.
So it's well planned out. It's kind of neat.
Gonna promote Pride 48?
No. It's part of my civic involvement. It's what I do.
Jimmy Bear, probably about the closest I came to that kind of experience is I once volunteered to do the phone bank at a PBS telethon.
Sure.
And I remember either me or one of my friends got a disgruntled call, and it was this little old lady that was just really cranky. And one of the hosts had come over and was talking to the people on the phones between the breaks.
Yep.
And I just remember it was so funny because the lady said to me, "Oh, don't pay no attention to her. She's probably just mad because they took away the remote at the home."
Oh, it's probably true, but bless her heart.
Oh, that's horrible.
But it is kind of fun, and it goes to a good cause.
Mm-hmm.
It's our local what we call the Woburn Council of Social Concern. We run a food bank and a child care center and stuff like that. It's good stuff.
It's all.
I'm also their auctioneer for their charity auction.
Ladies
and gentlemen, our first item up for bid. That's right. Yeah,
I was so disappointed this year because for some reason I didn't get the details on it, but they usually do a Chinese, not Chinese,
white elephant
auction.
Bong.
I know, white elephant auction, and they didn't do it this year, and they had a sign up saying something to do with
permits.
They couldn't get a permit or something. I was like, really? I was like, that's crazy. But
that's cray-cray.
Somebody didn't get the booze gift last year, and they were jealous.
Pretty much.
That's pretty much about whatever most gift baskets are.
I'm thinking more than likely whoever was supposed to apply for the permit forgot to do it.
Yeah, so somebody dropped the ball.
Yeah,
it's unfortunate because
our city
councils always need cash flow. You know what I mean?
Yeah, our city council hasn't changed, so it's not like anything's different. We don't have an actual mayor; we have a city council.
So sure, they're off the Secret Santa list this year.
Exactly. So I don't know what happened with that. I was going to ask the owner, and I kept forgetting this week. So hopefully it'll be on next week because it's nice because it's all local businesses.
Like, and that benefits your local food pantry, or
well, I'm not sure what the Rotary.
This is the Rotary event that you do.
Right.
Oh yes, okay. You know, I get that. Okay, I'm a Rotarian.
Yeah, so
as you know.
What? Yeah, I know you are. Whatever goes towards. Well, aren't you? You're like award for something with them recently.
Well, no, so I'm very involved with Rotary. I'm what they call an assistant governor for our district.
Oh, okay.
I'm extremely involved in Rotary. It's one of the causes that I spend a lot of time in.
I know what happened to our Chinese auction. Oh.
Yeah, I was kind of upset by that because it was nice because it was all local businesses would like someone could give gift certificates or a couple of the attorneys in town would give write up a will for you.
So it fell by the wayside this year, or it just didn't happen?
And they didn't do it this year. So I just took the money I normally would give to them, and they had a basket up there that you could just throw money in if you wanted to donate. So I just did that, but I'm sure they didn't get as much as they normally get. So, which is a shame.
It is.
I mean, hopefully they'll be back to that next year again.
How many times though did I? I mean, I would win things, and I would have to. I gave them away. Like I don't need bubble bath.
Yeah, well,
I didn't need a Lego set.
Well, see, I always we buy like $20 worth of tickets, so and you get a whole sheet of them that you tear apart, and I would take them and put them in everything I wanted, and then when I would get to the point where, like, I had a couple left over, I would say, "Oh well, I could give this to the neighbors," and I would drop one in, something for kids. I would give it to the kids across the street or something like that. But I would mostly just put like 2 or 3 in each of the ones that I want. If I didn't want something, I'm not going to, bother.
We had a polar plunge last weekend. So I jumped into the Atlantic last Saturday off the coast of Gloucester.
And
it was cold. We raised about probably $80,000.
Wow. How many people?
And Bill and Melinda Gates will match that 2-to-1. So that'll be another, so $240,000 for our cause, which is polio.
Oh, nice.
Yep. And probably about, I want to say 200 people participated in the plunge.
Oh, wow. Yeah, there was
it's a very good effort.
Do they still give polio? I mean, do kids still get polio shots?
Not in this country, no.
Okay.
So our mission is to eradicate polio worldwide. And presently, it's only endemic in 2 countries.
And they are?
In Afghanistan and Pakistan. 3 years ago, it was 4 countries: India, Afghanistan, Pakistan, and Nigeria. When we first started, it was endemic in about probably 80 countries.
Well,
so we've been whittling it down. It's getting there, but it's very difficult to get through some of the political.
Yeah, they don't believe in a lot of the fundamentalists don't believe in vaccines.
Well, and they don't want Westerners coming to give vaccines to sterilize their kids. That's what they think's happening. Oh. So politically, it's very difficult.
or give them Down syndrome.
But we work with obviously the Gates Foundation, with the World Health Organization, with UNICEF. It's a very concerted effort, but we've been raising tons and tons of money to get this done for the past couple of decades.
Okay.
Gentlemen, I'm going to have to get going, but it was a pleasure speaking with all of you. And Jay, I will see you next weekend.
I'll see you on Friday.
All right.
That's
Night,
safe.
guys.
Bye, DJ.
Bye, DJ.
Bye, yo.
Bye, yo.
Yo, 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 yo.
Yeah, I have not decided. I definitely want to go down to Augusta again for another weekend, but I haven't decided which one I want to go for. Because
I would love to go down to the Horror Hotel. I know Steve would go in a heartbeat.
Oh yeah, you would definitely enjoy it. You have to go for a really. If you enjoy yourself, go for one of the better weekends. You would probably enjoy the Porn Star weekends.
Probably.
Yeah, because I mean, I'm not a fan of like the live sex show. I wasn't sure until I went to this, and I was like, yeah, that's cool to watch, but yeah. But the nice thing about it is it draws a lot of people.
Is it a gay only? Is it a gay only resort?
Correct. Yeah.
The resort part is
clothing optional,
and there's only one woman they allow to stay in the main resort.
Who's that, Jim?
No, it's.
Hello. And also with you.
Somebody named Jerry.
Okay. You're pretty much a man, probably. Right?
Would you say Jerry is trans? I don't know. Trans. I mean, she's. I've known her forever. I've known her since I was like in my teens.
Oh, she's.
But Augusta's probably not the easiest place to get in and out of.
You have to
from Boston.
It's not hard.
I wonder if there's anything direct.
No.
There might. Whatever.
Charlotte and Atlanta are just about equal distance. Charlotte is 10 more minutes. Flying time. There's other airports closer, like Columbia.
So the closest airport to the Horror Hotel is how far away in miles?
5 miles. It is Augusta.
5?
Yeah.
And that's Augusta.
Yeah, but
okay. All right. So you have to get yourself to Augusta.
There's only 2 airlines that fly into there. So you would have to transfer at like Charlotte and
American.
That would be a fun in and out weekend. Like get in like late Friday afternoon or early Friday afternoon and leave probably Monday morning.
Yeah, that would be that would be perfect.
Sunday, that place clears out on a Sunday. I've been there. I do the same thing. I leave on Monday mornings.
Yeah.
And Sunday afternoons, it's like you're the only one there.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
I need that. I still need my downtime from it.
Oh yeah.
You know, and
yeah, but I mean, the place really rocks on the weekends. It really does.
How are the rooms?
They're much better than
Are they clean?
Yes.
Yes.
Are they?
Most of them.
Are they scary?
No.
No.
Am I gonna get crabs?
No, not at all. No bed bug. No bed.
Fair question, right?
No, I mean, don't be afraid of a mosquito or 2 in the room. I mean, because
you got to remember it is Georgia. So.
It is Georgia. You know what I mean? Like everybody hangs out with their doors open, and you know you're gonna get a bug in the room. All right, it's a lot.
Is that a euphemism? Everybody hangs out with their doors open.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey-o. This is some of my best stuff right here. Hey.
No, it was so funny. You're from the East Coast, you probably won't get bit up. But the people from the West Coast that I've seen out there, man, they just get. I don't know why.
What are we not as desirable?
We're common. We're a common.
Because we're Patriots fans. Oh, poor George is depressed. He is depressed about this Falcons loss. Oh my God.
Oh.
Did you guys all hear his poem on Big Fatty?
No.
You guys don't listen to Big Fatty, do you?
Heard it.
I don't understand the whole.
Jimmy, you listen to Big Fatty. You heard it. It was very. It was a little slanted, but it was okay. It was acceptable from my end.
Well,
poor guy. Oh my God.
You should have cheered him up.
Huh?
Why didn't you cheer him up?
Are you kidding? Did you see the last 118 seconds of that game? Oh my God, it was friggin' crazy.
I didn't see the first half.
We had no right winning that game.
I heard that. They were having the floor wiped with them up until halftime, and then just came back and just
Let me tell you, the first 3 quarters of that game, it was not pretty, and I was not happy. We should not have won that game. But Tommy Terrific is terrific. And he's hot. Oh.
He is very pretty. All right.
But everybody hates him. I don't know why. Everybody outside of New England hates him.
I was joking.
I don't know why.
Because
the nicest guy. No, it's not just you. Everybody is like Taffy Carlisle Huffington said this week on that show that they do that she cannot stand Tom Brady.
Why? What is it about him?
I don't understand. He is the nicest guy. He's a family man. He does tons and tons and tons of stuff for charity. He's not a nasty person at all. Not like that Kaepernick guy.
I don't even know that name. So.
Yeah, you don't need to.
Yeah. All right, I'm ready for bed.
Me too.
So, Dave, you gonna be all right?
Huh?
Hey, Dave, we love you.
We love you. Are you gonna be all right?
Yeah. Why wouldn't I be?
Well, you seem a little down in the dumps. You think, people are like against you in this whole Pride 48 thing. I don't see that, but obviously I haven't been around as long.
I've never heard anybody say anything bad about you, so.
It's not so much the saying bad, it's more just being ignored.
Well.
Like I said, treated like I'm a nuisance.
Yeah, I'm used to that. So that's probably why I don't notice.
I'm growing a self-esteem now, so I'm less likely to put up with bullshit than I used to.
Yeah, I wouldn't put up with bullshit.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
Yeah. David, you're a great guy.
Maybe if it's foreplay.
What?
Foreplay? Is that what you said?
That was like
David's a fellow Eagle Scout. How bad could he be?
You're not a felon.
It's not the bad thing. It's just, yeah. Anyway, like I said, we're not doing this on the show.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Because one of the rules of being on Pride 48 is you do not disparage Pride 48.
Right.
Until you find that your show is banned.
Oh.
I've never heard that, but okay.
All
right. Well,
glad I don't have a show.
Let's all say goodnight.
Night.
Night.
Buddy. Thanks, Ed Chan, for the wonderful porn.
Thank you, sir. Good night, Veritable Virgo.
Oh,
good night, Scotty.
All those guys in the chat room. Oh.
Good night, Cheyette. Or good morning, Cheyette.
Scotty. Bye-byes.
And Scotty.
Actually, who's still left in here? We have
a lot of people.
Oh my God, I can't read the fucking list.
Yeah,
I'm drunk. Ed Shan and Gavin Hawkup, Jimmy Bear, Scotty the Battle, Shy Yeti, that Blue Jeans guy, and VV. Bringing up the rear. VV, Massachusetts person.
Have a lovely. Oh, it's 12 p.m.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Night.
Bye.
Good night.